Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and welcome to a trip that I've called West Coast Main Line Branches. The reason is because we are visiting the two branch lines that the core West Coast Main Line spans off of, which is going to be this line, the Abbey Line, which runs from Watford Junction to St Albans Abbey, and also the Marston Vale Line, which we have already done part of. We're only doing the remaining 3 stations that we need on it. This one is technically for me a day trip, so I will be going back to Plymouth today. So this is one of those, because I did a weekend away last week in Surrey, so this time it's just a day out. Well, I stayed overnight in Maidenhead to help, but yeah, going home today. Anyway, so we start here at Bricket Wood, and this station we will talk about in just a moment. Of course, being in Hertfordshire, we have Alex here, who is nearby. He's over in Moggerhanger, which is a little village near, well, it's in Bedfordshire, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
But it's pretty close to here because the roads around here are like crazy, like pretty much everywhere's near each other. Anyway, so if you do check out any updates on trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group. Also check out my Instagram at KTVvids. Alex isn't the only one that's going to be joining us today. Jasper will be here later as well. He's on his way, but yeah. We're gonna, hopefully it's just the 3 of us today, so hopefully we'll have a good day. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here at Bricket Wood. Okay, so the first station we're at today, as you can tell, is Bricket Wood. This station serves the village of Bricket Wood in Hertfordshire. On the Abbey Line, this line is an hourly service, St Albans Abbey to Watford Junction. Has been running a very long time and has actually had a history of different units running it. Most recently it was 319s, it's now 350s, as you can tell. We have got the same unit on the line all day, only one runs back and forth all day. And they used to actually run a through service to London Euston, but I don't think they do that now.
Twice a day that
used to happen, but doesn't anymore. But they have talked about trying to bring it back, so, and actually quite recently have talked about trying to bring it back. So, and it's easy because at Watford Junction there is a line goes straight through back onto the main line, so it's easy. The station building is long disused. It's the only surviving original building on the entire line as well. All the other stations don't have a building with them. This station is the only one, so fascinating in that sense. Used to have a crossing loop and a second platform that could accommodate long excursion trains, and because there's such loads of woodland here, a lot of tourists came here a long time ago, but it's nothing now, and you can't the remnants of the second platform are pretty much over here, but you can hardly see it really. It's hidden behind all these bushes. But yeah, that's Bricket Wood. It does have a cafe or something. It does actually, yeah. So they have made use of the old building, but it is generally disused for everything else. So yeah, so that's Bricket Wood. One platform here. Pretty much every station on the line is just a single track, one platform. There's no passing loop required because there is only one train that runs back and forth. So yes. Right, that's Bricket Wood done. Our next station we are going to head to is going to be Howwood. So we'll update you when we get there. Just a quick shot, that is the building. As you can see, disused. It's now a cafe, a tea room it's called. The tea room, it's a good name. Quite a standard name for a cafe, to be honest, but we'll take it. But yeah, that building obviously used to be used, and like I said, it's the only surviving station building on the entire line. So yeah, that's interesting. Right, off we go to Howwood. We'll update you soon. Operated by Red Eagle to begin the day. We're going to be making our way to Howwood. So there goes Red Eagles at 361. That's heading over to St Albans. So yeah, it was a 67 plate E200. It's actually one of the newer ones in comparison to Enviro 200s, just, you know, sole Enviro 200s. So we're now here in Howell Wood. We're going to head to the station, and we'll update you shortly. Right, we're now here at Howell Wood. It's the second station of today. Bit of the onward travel board is right here. I always like looking at this scene, but it's the same as Bricket Wood's one, 361, which we got off of, and the 635, which I believe is operated by Uno.
Yeah, Watford to Hitchin.
Watford to Hitchin, but it only runs on Monday to Friday. That's one you'd think would run on a Saturday, but does not. Anyway, so here we are. That's Howell Wood. Our train is the 0957 St Albans Abbey service. So we've got a good half an hour yet. Got nothing really that comes through here either. But yeah. Here we are. Another single track station, just like all of them are. This one looks more like a halt. I'll update you shortly. Right, so this station is Howell Wood. This station is in the village of Howell Wood in Hertfordshire. It's the 4th station on the Abbey Line. It's 4.5 miles away from Watford Junction, so it's actually, this line is actually quite short, so it's not, you know, it's not much to it. There's not actually that much about this station. It's a little unstaffed halt. Very nice looking station. Obviously, as I say, it's been well looked after. But it is quite new. This station opened in 1988, so it's actually the newest station on the line in comparison to all the others. So so Howell Wood sort of came about a lot later in time. The shelter's obviously been done up a little bit as well, talking about sustainable travel, electric cars, just greener travel. So obviously they've done up the shelter to promote that sustainable transport, which is cool. To some it might not be, because sustainable transport doesn't provide clag or diesel or hellfire as everyone calls it. So some people won't like it, but some people will. And there's a horse. This one isn't just any old horse, it's a war horse. Sir Michael Mulpergo OBE. There you go. So we're going to head to our next station, which will be St Albans Abbey. We'll update you soon. Right, arriving in now is the 0957 London North Western Railway service to St Albans Abbey. Didn't even look at what the unit was. It's 35115. That's the one we've got all day. Well, not all day, but on this line. Right, off we go, and our next stop is St Albans Abbey itself. Update you soon. Right, going out now is 35115. We're now here at St Albans Abbey, heading off on the 10 something. We'll work it out in a minute. It's the 10:08 service to Watford Junction. So we're now here at St Albans Abbey. Amazingly, we haven't done the very booked thing and got here, waited 3 minutes and gone back again. We haven't done that. We've waited here because we're getting a bus to Park Street. So we'll talk about that in a bit though. Jasper is here, as I said at the video, at the beginning of the video. Jasper has now arrived, so that is the 3 of us today. So we shall update you shortly. Right, so St Albans Abbey, we're now here. This is the terminus of the branch line. One of 2 railway stations in St Albans. The other one we have already covered on every platform, which was St Albans City, which is definitely the busier of the 2 stations in St Albans, because St Albans City has a very, very regular Thameslink service. It's on the Midland Main Line, for context, if you don't already know. This station is on its own branch line, so yes. It's the first railway station in St Albans to be built though, so out of the 2 of them, this was the first one. It opened in 1858. It was, as it is now, a terminus, and there was a plan to extend northwards over to Luton and Dunstable, but it never actually materialised. So it's always been a terminus. It's one of those that's never really had anything beyond it. So yes, although the Midland Railway opened their station, St Albans City, in 1868, it was not until 1924 that the station actually had the name Abbey added to it. But it was added to avoid confusion. Basically, both the stations, as far as I can see, yeah, so it was just called St Albans, this station was. And by that stage, both of them were owned by the London Midlands Scottish Railway. So, yeah. But this was called St Albans, and in 1868, St Albans City opened. And so you had a St Albans and a St Albans City, and then Abbey was added later on for this one. So, yes. Right, anyway, next station for us is Park Street. We'll update you soon. Right, there goes our next bus, the 601, which is operated by Uno. We're now here at Park Street Railway Station bus stop, which isn't actually, it's like a good few minutes walk away, so it's not actually near the railway station, but hey ho. The railway station itself is probably a silly idea to put a bus stop where it is, and you'll see why when we get there. But yeah, I'll update you in a minute. Okay, so now you can see why they wouldn't put a bus stop here, because the main road is like right on a turn, sharp, quite a sharp turn actually, and it would be very awkward to stop a bus here, so it has to be down the hill. So now you can see. But here we are anyway. This is Park Street. Not Park, it is Park Street. I'm going mad. It is Park Street Station. And we'll head in and talk to you about the station from there. Okay, so arriving in now is the 10:59 service to St Albans Abbey. We're not taking this, we are actually waiting for it to go to St Albans and come back. It will be 3:51:15 again though, that bit I can say. Update you in a minute. Right, so it goes 3:51:15, heading to St Albans Abbey only, and we're now here still at Park Street. We'll talk about the station and its facts in just a moment as well. But yeah, upon first glance, the station is quite nice actually. A lot of them, like I said, pretty much all of them on the Abbey Line look really well looked after, which is really nice to see. A lot of the stations as well just seem to be in someone's back garden. That literally seems to be the way at the moment. So yeah, but we'll update you in a minute. Right, here is 3:51:15. As we now leave Park Street. We'll do some facts about the station when we get to Garston, which is the next stop. We'll combine them together, but you have seen the station anyway. It is very nice. So yeah, had some time here. Not rushed it, thank God. So off to Garston next, we'll update you soon. Right, we're now here at Garston. As 3:51:15 heads off to Watford Junction, its next stop. No, it's not. Watford North's the next stop. Ignore me. Well, we've already done Watford North, so yes. So Garston, we'll talk about it in just a minute, and Park Street, because we didn't get to. And I'll update you in a minute and go from there. Right, so Garston Station and Park Street, we'll talk about both of them. We'll start with Garston because we're here. This station is the Garston area of Watford, so we're actually in Watford on this station in Hertfordshire. It's the third station on the Abbey Line after Watford Junction and Watford North. Like all the other stations on the branch, it's an unstaffed railway halt, as you can tell. It's just this little station. It opened in 1966. It was a welcome addition to a branch which is otherwise being heavily rationalised. So yes. So it was opened by the Mayor of Watford in 1966. Consisted of just a short wooden platform at the start, and was probably the first new station as opposed to a relocation in Great Britain since the Beaching Acts. But we think that Garston was one of the very first to open since then. So yes. Don't know if it is. Might need a fact check on that, but yeah. Thank you. Those noises are very kind. Anyway, Park Street serves the village of Park Street in Hertfordshire as well. Opened as Park Street in Frogmore in 1858. When the London North Western Railway was also built, Park Street opened. It was not an immediate success and was closed from 1859 to 1861 and relocated to where its position is now in the 1890s, and was renamed just Park Street in 1974. And like all the other stations as well, that is also an unstaffed railway halt. So yes. So Garston done, which means that we have now completed the Abbey Line, which is very easy. So happy days. I don't want to jinx that because we've got on the Marston Vale soon. So we're going to bus it back to Watford Junction now and then train it to Bletchley. Update you soon. Right, so we're now on EW3. Watford Junction on this one, and update you shortly. We're just off of Watford Junction now, and there goes our E200 operated by Red Eagle. So this is Watford Junction interchange. So basically here E200 sounds healthy, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, so we're here at Watford Junction's interchange. Just outside there is like a big bus interchange. There's an Enviro 300 hiding behind what looks like a street deck and a E400 EV, Electroliner street deck, and a E400 EV and an E400 behind it. Yeah, so there's like 4 London stuff here and the 725 as well. So yes, anyway, we're going to go in. There's another one of the wagons, and we're going to leave Watford now and head to Bletchley. So update you soon. Oh, you can see a E300 if you want. 725 09 plate E300. And an E400 EV. Because the 142 changed quite, I think it was quite recently into electric, because it wasn't before. So yes. Anyway, update you soon. Right, as you can tell, we're here at Watford Junction now. 377-705 is just arriving in from East Croydon as well. But yeah, so fast Pendolino just heading through. It's 390-129 with the name Brett. The train we're going to get is the 1238 Birmingham New Street service. We're going to take to Bletchley, where we're going to connect with the Marston Vale Line and actually not get some D-stock. We're going to get some 150s, which will be interesting, as they've recently reintroduced the railway service and reduced the fares on it because, you know, they didn't give people a train service, so they made it cheaper. It's the least they could do. Anyway, Viva Rail intensifies, we'll just say that. Anyway, so update you when our train arrives. Right, whilst we're waiting, through comes a Chiltern Railway 68. It is 68011. Heading through on a light loco, interesting. Right, arriving now is our train, the 12:38 service to Birmingham New Street. It is unfortunately a 350-2, 246. And oh, of course it is, it's another one, 241. It's a very rare moment, it's now an all green unit. You don't see this much now. Update you when we get to Bletchley. Right, we're now here at Bletchley and apart an hour 350, 246 and 241. Heading off to Birmingham New Street. And there's 352.53 arriving. And 353.77. So I'll update you shortly. We're going to change here for a Marston Vale service. Freight there heading through 66, I think it was 708. It was the Ukraine one, it was the Ukraine livery anyway. So whilst here at Bletchley, we will be heading over to platform 6, which is this little platform over here, which will be where our train to on the Marston Vale Line is going to be running to. So I'll update you shortly. Okay, we've got a class 730 coming in here, 730.039. These of course have just started doing the cross city line over to Bromsgrove and Redditch now. So, and of course over to Lichfield Trent Valley. So they have started in service at last, which is good. Update you soon. Do have something else coming through in a moment. We're also waiting for the 150 to arrive, which should be shortly. There goes that one. Right, arriving now is going to be a terminating London North Western Railway service from Bedford. It's going to be a 150-1, as all three of them are. There's 3 units on it. We've got 150-137, which funnily enough is on the board right here. Shortly. We're going to be on this in a minute.
Yeah.
Right, coming through now, we've got an 805 heading to Holyhead from London Euston. It's 805.009 heading off. And we're now going to go and head to Woburn Sands. Update you soon. So there goes 150, 137 heading off to Bedford from Bletchley. We're now here on the Marston Vale Line, and this station is Woburn Sands. What I like about it is, same as the Abbey Line, they've actually got the name of the line on here, Marston Vale, Bedford to Bletchley. So I think you'll probably find it a bit weird. The last every platform that we did on this line, which covered the other shacks on the line, we still had Viva Rail running. Viva Rail have basically killed themselves, let's just say that. Basically what happened, they went bust, and then there was nobody to maintain the 230s. They had to be withdrawn, and then this line had rail replacements for best part of a year. Yeah, so I had planned this trip over a year ago and didn't even do it because they put rail replacements on it, and I didn't think that we'd get much enjoyment out of it, given that we weren't actually catching a train to and from. I didn't really want to do it whilst it was just rail reps. Trains have returned, 150-1s are doing it, which is good. So now it means that these stations actually get a proper train service. So yeah, Woburn Sands. We'll talk about the station itself in just a minute. Okay, so we shall talk about Woburn Sands now. This serves the town of Woburn Sands and the village of Wavendon in the city of Milton Keynes in Buckinghamshire. So this station is literally just outside of Milton Keynes. It is still considered to be in the what's known as the Milton Keynes urban area. This is one of those stations. It's got a cottage literally on the platform, as you can tell. One of the four of the same design that are unique to this line, black and white, but it's not really black and white, it's painted it looks like. But it's this one here, they've obviously painted it up, so it's not really black and white anymore. They also have cottages on the platforms at Fenny Stratford and Millbrook, so we should see the one at Fenny Stratford in a bit. The building is in a half-timbered Gothic revival style that had been insisted upon by the 7th Duke of Bedford. So basically they wanted it to be made, the house to be made in that style. The station also had a Victorian style signal box, which they lost in 2004 and then eventually demolished. It was, and until 2004, the line was controlled by staff signal boxes located at all the various stations on the line. But the entire line is now controlled from one signalling centre out at Ridgemont. So yes, station has got a level crossing right at the end of the station, which is handy, and the service is hourly. And if you walk down here, we have got the infamous onward travel board, which, being presumptuous, but I think it's going to be no buses at all, and I'm right. There are no frequent bus services serving the railway station. The 47 runs a limited service, and the 450 runs Monday to Fridays at one time, 11:01 from, yeah, that's really weird, Britannia Bus and South Beds Dial-A-Ride, and an MK Connect is a demand responsive transport company. So yes, that is yeah, an interesting station. Our next station is going to be Fenny Stratford, and we'll update you when our train arrives.
So probably more.
Okay, arriving in now is the 1418 London North Western Railway service from Bedford to Bletchley. I've almost got it wrong. 150, 139 on this one. We're going to take this to Fenny Stratford. Update you soon. Right, we're now here at Fenny Stratford, and departing on now is 150, 139. So yeah, there goes 150, 139. So welcome to Fenny Stratford. The station is in Milton Keynes. So as you go round, this station is one of those, you go round the corner and then you're at Bletchley. That's literally what it is. The station also looks really, really well looked after, which is really nice to see. We'll talk about the station in just a moment, but yes, this is Fenny Stratford. Right, 150, 139 is returning to take us to Brickhill. Next station we are going to on today's plan, actually the last one we need today as well. Update you when we get to Brickhill. Right, the partner there is 15139 heading off to Bedford. So we're now here at Brickhill, and this one's got staggered platforms. So
level crossings at every station.
it basically is. So yeah, level crossing right in the middle of two staggered platforms. Onward travel board right next to me here says no regular bus services serving Brickhill. This is not true, because the X4 does serve here, so they need to update that. I don't know when it was last updated, but probably the most up to date. It must have only been a recent thing, them serving Brickhill. It couldn't have been, because if they got that on there, then that couldn't have been very long ago that they started running. Anyway, Arriva do run here, so please ignore that. We'll talk about the station in just a moment. This is the last one we need today, because it is one of our day trip every platform videos, so I will be going home today. So that also completes the Marston Vale Line, which I'm very happy to say is now done. If you want to see the other stations on the Marston Vale Line, please check out my Bedfordshire every platform, and I will put a link to that in a caption on the video so you can see where to watch that. It should appear right now. There you go. So yeah, we'll talk about this station in just a moment as well and give you some facts. I also want to point out that we are now one station away from finishing Hertfordshire. Obviously I should have said this earlier, because we were in St Albans and it was that line where Hertfordshire was cleared. This one clears 3 more in Buckinghamshire, which actually, to my knowledge, I think might also be done, but I will check that before I say so, and I'll confirm at the end of the video. Update you shortly. Right, so facts. Brickhill, railway station that serves the civil parishes of Brickhill and Walton in the city of Milton Keynes. So we are still in Milton Keynes, doesn't even look like we are. It's also connecting with Caldicot, which is not the one in Wales, and Tilbrook, which are presumably little villages that are nearby. Until 2004, this station was unique for having staggered platforms. The purpose of this is so that road traffic on the level crossing is not held up by trains but stands still on the platform. So, however, recently a number of other stations on the line, including the Aspley Guys, have been rebuilt to have their platforms staggered as part of modernisation to the line. So yes. Another oddity about Brickhill is that the road crossing here, the V10 Brickhill Street, has a roundabout immediately on either side of the crossing. I need to fact check this. Let's see if this is right. It does cause traffic jams apparently whenever the crossing barriers are down, as each roundabout clogs with the traffic queue and remains so for up to 10 minutes. So yes, there's a roundabout right there. You might just be able to see it. You see a car going around it right now. And on the other side, yes, there is a roundabout on the other side as well. We'll just cross over quickly and you'll be able to see it. It's a shorter roundabout, but it's a roundabout. And also the bus we're about to get, the X4, which takes us to Milton Keynes, between here and Milton Keynes, which is roughly about 7 to 8 miles, there's 15 roundabouts on the route. Like, that's mad. But yeah, there is a roundabout there, yes indeed. It's a smaller roundabout, but it's a roundabout. Quickly walk up here and you'll see it. There it is. Very good. So update in a minute. Okay, now that Brickill's done, I'm going to finish the video from every platform, the West Coast Main Line branches, as I've called it, here. So thank you for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments, because I will get back to them as and when I can. Any recommendations are welcomed, of course. Today has been excellent. It's been really fun. The stations have been really interesting to visit, actually. The single platform, it's basically been single platform as the theme today for our stations, which I've really liked. It's been, yeah, pretty decent. So I don't really have any complaints. I think it's been a perfect day. It's been fun. It's been very enjoyable. I will proceed with the outro just again in a second, bear with me. So yes, as I was saying, yeah, very enjoyable day. Best station of the day. I don't think there's a standout. I think they've all been really nice, but if I was to pick one that stood out and looked really nice, either Bricket Wood or probably this one. This one's quite nice. I also liked Woburn Sands. I thought that was a nice station as well. Anyway, I wonder where Jasper and Alex are. They're hiding away in here. Here they are. So yes, thank you to Alex and Jasper for coming with today. It's been very fun. Hope you both have had a good day.
We have.
Yes, it has been very fun. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.